I bet most of you who have a pre-1995 Mercedes know what this is. You may not know the part number, you may not know all of its applications, but you know what it is. This is called the Ice Cube Relay, and you could still buy these from Mercedes. Part number is 001-542-0219. That's 001-542-0219. And I keep a lot of these handy. I keep both used ones and new ones. And I'll tell you why I keep these handy. The first reason is because they are everywhere. They do everything in your Mercedes. When I say everything, I mean if you have a 560 SL, let's use a 560 SL. There's one for the high and low speed of the auxiliary fan. There's one for the power windows. There's one for, let's see here, the air pump. There's one for, gosh, what else? I mean, there are a lot of these guys. You know, there's a similar one that's a 6-pin one for the ABS. They're just about everywhere. And I'm here today to tell you about the importance of using a genuine Mercedes part in this application, because we learned that the aftermarket ones from Mahle and Euro parts don't work. Not only are the pin bushing, the pins here are too small and they just go in and out, there's no resistance in the plug, but we've also found that they fail within 6 months. So if you thought you were being intelligent and replacing all your old original Stribel relays, which really don't fail very often, with Mercedes, non-Mercedes relays like Euro parts, thinking that you were being smart and you were going to solve the problem, you've actually created a bigger problem, because this $34.50 relay, which I think is what it lists for from Mercedes, is actually a part that shouldn't be replaced with an aftermarket part. The aftermarket ones are just that bad. So we're going to talk about some applications of where this relay is used. The Ice Cube relay is the primary relay in several cars. Probably the application where it's least known is on W123 series cars for the power windows. If you have a 123 with power windows, it is parked behind the glove box. If you have a 124 series and you have a problem with your starter not activating, even after you've disconnected your alarm system, it's behind the instrument cluster. It's called a starter lockout relay. If you have a problem with your auxiliary fan on any Mercedes that's not a late 124, these guys usually live in or around the fuse box. If you have a problem on a 280 SL, 450 SL, 350 SL with your starter or your cold start injector or your auxiliary fan, there are a bunch of these. There are like 6 of them located above your fuse panel in the right outer kick panel. And they're just about everywhere. And so diagnosing these things actually is another thing that we're going to talk about here. Since we understand that if you have a non-functioning consumer, such as multiple power windows, that's not related to a fuse, you should always check the fuses first. We're going to talk about how to diagnose these relays and see if the relay socket is getting the power it needs. So you're going to see some numbers stamped on these. You're going to see 87A, 86, 85, 30, and 87. So 30, if you look at the row of 3, the one in the middle is terminal 30. Terminal 30 is the one that should always get power. Whether it's from the key or from the battery, with the ignition on, 30 should light up your test light. And when you look at terminal 85 and terminal 86, 85 is I guess the best way to put it is that 85 is what triggers the relay. So power coming into 85 is going to turn the relay on. And then if you look at the other side at 86, I'm pretty sure that 86 is ground. The reason that 86 is so important is that when you use a test light, don't use a live wire, but use a test light between 30 and 86. If that light doesn't light up, it means you have missing power or ground. But power 30, ground 86, and then the last two, these 87s, 87, 87A, the A stands for the accessory, and the accessory is what is powered by the relay. So power should be reaching these. That means if you apply power to one of these two, if you use a power probe, whatever accessory you're trying to activate should kick on, whether it's an auxiliary fan or a power window circuit. Anyway, I hope this little video was helpful. It may answer some of your most baffling diagnostic questions about why your high-speed auxiliary fan on your 560 SL works, but not the low speed. And yes, that could be a fan resistor, but sometimes it's not. Or it may explain why you have intermittent power windows on your 123. I hope this video helps you. Please think about liking, sharing, and subscribing. And if you're a Patreon supporter, we really appreciate you. Thank you so much. I hope that you guys can take this information and keep your classic Mercedes Benz working as Mercedes designed. See you in the future.